Governor Lee screamed la cream to gala night at 37th anniversary of state creation. Governor Moino sues royal fathers on peaceful coexistence, presents certificates of office to new village heads. 150 Akwa Ibom workers go hysterical for winning 25 million naira worth of houses each. Atlantic Imperial Farms is at 6 public-private partnership in oil palm production. We have details of these and other stories. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. My name is Mandu Isenabo. It was glamour, fun, and merriment when the government and people of Akwa Ibom converged on the banquet hall of Government House Uyo to dine and wine as part of the 37th anniversary celebration of the state creation. A Government House reporter, Utri Malkun, tells us more.
The governor, while welcoming the people to the dinner, appreciated God for giving him direction to pilot the affairs of the state in peace and oneness. He said that Akwa Ibom at 37 has achieved and experienced a lot of growth and development passionately started by his predecessors, noting that his administration has changed the narratives of people in the state, most especially those in the rural areas, and pledged to sustain the tempo as enshrined in a RISE agenda. Governor Noah appreciated the good people of the state for giving him support, urging them to love one another and embrace peace for more development to thrive.
I am deeply and profoundly grateful to God, first, for giving me the privilege to serve our people at this time. It's a privilege because I did bargain for this. I must tell everybody, anybody who cares to listen knows. And I know that it's only God that would have made it so. And thank all of the people. I'd like to thank everyone that have been here. I won't fail to thank members of my team that ensures that we fly in safety all across as we go to work. Thank you so much. And everyone that have traveled, we don't take it for granted, particularly our big brothers from the other political parties. Thank you for coming. And you said we can work together and listen to you, we can work with you. And I want to thank you. Each time I see all of us sit together in one room, I am encouraged, I'm energized. I'll continue to serve, and I pray that we'll continue to apply deep humility in the work that we are doing tonight.
Goodwill message were received from political leaders in the state and nation.
God will give strength to continue to do that which He has put in your hands.
The Akwa Ibom state has become a state that everybody wants to come.
I tell them to listen that the Akwa Ibomers, they leave their politics outside the airport or the bus stop. When they come into Akwa Ibom state, they talk of development.
Particularly in the area of keeping Akwa Ibom together, united. And when those young professionals were performing, I saw they emphasize the fact of love and unity.
The event featured presentation of buses, gifts, and cash by the governor to the people for their unwavering support.
Different kind of characters. You will see, I saw one guy in the supermarket who was carrying a basket, was just walking around the supermarket. For 30 minutes, he has not picked anything. He was just walking around. He got to
You started working with Union Bank, sir. I sold power banks. Bank is bank, sir. They deposit money, I deposit charger.
Because those when they got it along successfully, we have won the tournament. To God be the glory. And as I propose this note, please, you will say with me at the end, when I do something, then you will all answer amen. To the victory, to the success, to the greatness of the future of our single state. Plus God minus Satan. Amen. Plus God minus Satan. Amen. Plus God minus Satan.
Otobi Mokon, AKBC News.
Governor Moino says his administration is committed to ensuring Akwa Ibom remains a peaceful destination of choice for investors and a state where growth is driven by the people for the people. Governor Eno stated this in a worldwide broadcast to commemorate the 37th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State's creation. He expressed gratitude to God for the state's journey of transformation and development, while reaffirming his administration's commitment to uplifting the lives of Akwa Ibom people. Reflecting on the state's humble beginnings, the governor made attributes to God's divine intervention and the vision of Akwa Ibom founding fathers, notably the former military head of state, retired General Ibrahim Babangida, who created the state on September 23, 1987.
At creation, with a provincial capital and Spartan infrastructure, God has raised our profile to being seen as a shining city on the hill. He has guided our past leaders to work hard to make us easily one of the fastest developing states in the nation, with infrastructure that is arguably one of the most robust of all the subnationals. Today, we have been able to advance our growth and development at such a fast rate that 37 years later, Akwa Ibom State, according to National Bureau of Statistics, has the third largest gross domestic product, GDP, in the nation. To God alone be all the glory.
Governor Moino lauded his predecessors, Obon Victor Atta, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and Mr. Udom Emmanuel for their leadership in infrastructure, economic growth, and social development, reaffirming his administration's commitment to the RISE agenda, a development blueprint focused on agriculture revolution, rural development, infrastructure expansion, and poverty alleviation.
Have intentionally decided to grow our people, fight poverty, touch and improve the quality of lives in the rural areas, strengthen our crime-fighting capabilities, improve the quality of education and healthcare delivery at the primary levels, maintain further the peace and security we have enjoyed, and expand while maintaining our infrastructural amenities. Agricultural revolution still remains a central focus of our administration.
The governor charged Akwa Ibom people to remain committed to ensuring peace is sustained in the state, while all political rancors should be shunned for development to thrive.
As we celebrate 37 years of our creation, God has given us peace within our walls, and we are working hard to expand prosperity too within our space. I call on our people to remain united and treat one another with love, mutual respect, and compassion. If God has blessed you, please be a source of blessing to others. Let us face these challenging times together and arise in glory as one people whom God has brought together 37 years ago.
Again, the state governor, Pastor Omoino, has given certificates of recognition to 11 clan heads and 132 village heads as part of activities marking the 37th anniversary of the state. A ceremony held at the Traditional Rulers Council Hall and was witnessed by a cross-section of the Akwa Ibom people. Has details.
Pastor Moino congratulated the traditional fathers on the peaceful resolution of the rotation issue of the President General among the ethnic configuration, noting that no ethnic group is superior. He enjoined all to play down everything that doesn't promote peace and represent the true identity of the state. He sued traditional rulers to support government in power, give wise counsels, and always stand by the truth, adding that his administration will continue to prioritize the welfare of its people.
No one ethnic group is superior to the other, as our state anthem says, let us rise above ethnicity. Let me thank very specially the Akwa Ibom Ibibio and the President General of the Supreme Council of the Traditional Rulers for his peaceful disposition. I thank all of our fathers, royal fathers, for the work they did in their various communities to hold down peace until this law has now been amicably resolved. I thank all of you.
President General of the State Traditional Rulers Council, Etinyan Solomon, took charge to people home and into the diaspora to develop their respective communities, noting that everyone, irrespective of gender or age, has a role to play in community development. He charged the royal fathers to always put the interests of the people first.
What will you be remembered for the contribution, for the growth and development in Akwa Ibom State? Therefore, I urge each and every one of us to know that we have a duty to discharge as a son and daughter of Akwa Ibom State.
The Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Frank Achibang, commended the governor for the peace enjoyed in the state and in the apolitical identity, which has given hope to democracy.
Your Excellency, you've also demonstrated that you place high premium on the well-being of our royal fathers in the prompt release of their stipends, allowances, and security votes.
Otobi Maokon, AKBC News.
On a happy note, 150 civil servants under the Akwa Ibom State government's employ have become proud home owners when Governor Moino fulfilled a key campaign promise of giving attention to the needs and prioritizing the interests and welfare of Akwa Ibom workers. The lucky recipients, all employees on salary grade levels 01 to 08, were selected through a raffle draw, marking a significant milestone in the state's efforts at supporting its workforce. Again, our Government House reporter, Otobi Malkun, brings us the details.
Somebody hold on, somebody hold on. This is springing out right here. This is taking another dimension now. Congratulations to the first 55 leaders, new homes right in the heart of the city.
Governor Moino announced that each house is valued at 25 million naira, representing a total investment of 3.5 billion naira by the state government. He emphasized his administration's commitment to public welfare. The initiative, according to the governor, is the first phase of a larger program aimed at alleviating the economic pressures faced by civil servants in the state. The governor further assured that his administration would continue to support Akwa Ibom shelter and health care. He revealed plans for an additional 400 compassionate homes to be built across every ward and local government area in the state, expressing his commitment to improving the quality of life for civil servants while promising continued payments of gratuities and other entitlements. The governor encouraged people to know that God can use anybody.
For all that we do, we'll try to build the state, to show love, to continue to show that we are a strong people. For me, I believe that I know where God picked me from. Atuekon Tebet said, just like that, people own houses. And I said, just like that, God picked me. And if God picked me just like that, we must also let people feel these blessings just like that. And that's what drives us.
The Akwa Ibom State Head of Civil Service, Elder Ifeanyi, while giving a brief about the raffle draw, thanked the governor for fulfilling his campaign promises.
Your Excellency, at the end of that process, 554 workers within the salary grade level 01 to 08 obtained tickets through payments of expression of interest fee. Your Excellency, you further instructed that the selection of the winners should be at the glare of the public. I'm going to display on the screen, Your Excellency, the winner of the house. We're going to see his face here, his MDA here, and his salary grade level here. And when the person has come out with his ticket and present the ticket and we confirm is the person would dip his hand or her hand on the sack there and pick a ticket that represents the house number that the person has won at Grace. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
This housing initiative represents a significant step in the state government's effort to address the welfare of its workforce amidst challenging economic times. AKBC News.
Real good luck in display. Congratulations to the recipients. Up ahead, Atlantic Imperial Farms says at 6 public-private partnership in oil palm production. We have that story and others on the last lap. Now, the management of one of the largest privately owned farms in Akwa Ibom State, Atlantic Imperial Limited Farm, that is into oil palm cultivation and processing, says it is open to public-private sector partnership in the expansion of oil palm business in the state. a former Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Barrister Bassi Sen, who retired from active politics into agriculture, stated this when he conducted newsmen round the farm located at Etebi Mbak Uyo in Esereka local government area. Uforudokan reports.
Atlantic Imperial Limited Farm, according to the Managing Director and Chief Executive Barrister Bassi Sen, is over 1,000 hectares with a staff strength of more than 100 employed from within and outside the community. Barrister Sen, who was the first Speaker of the Second Legislative Assembly in Akwa Ibom State, said he ventured into agricultural business through the encouragement from his late father, who saw the future and prospect in oil palm cultivation. With such an expanse of farm, the lawyer cum businessman said the plantation produces over 4,000 tons of palm fruit in a year, which the locally fabricated machines cannot meet up the processing of the yield, hence the need for mechanized machines.
We have a big challenge because the only support we had from government was when we started. That Ministry of Agri, through the Community Development Department, gave us seedling. And sometimes they give us fertilizer free. Some other times they give us fertilizer at a highly subsidized price. But now there's nothing like that. That we've been pushing. Like now we are ready to partner with the government, technically.
Barrister Sen said the management of the farm has been organizing training programs for young agri-farmers to encourage best in oil palm cultivation with new innovation. According to him, some of the challenges faced were difficulties in accessing financial assistance from banks, cost of obtaining certificates of occupancy, and access road to the farm for easy evacuation of the finished products by off-takers.
One other thing that is a big challenge to us is that because of surveying and also having access to commercial papers, it's more expensive than the cost of land itself.
The administrative manager of the Atlantic Imperial Limited Farm, Mrs. Blessing Sikan, giving other details of activities in the farm, said they intend to introduce livestock and poultry business in order to maximize the utilization of other byproducts from the farm.
If you walk into that facility, you see some that we're able to refurbish, and we had to get some other parts to get it running. So we are still in the process of doing that. So usually we do this boxing so that when we do the harvesting, the seeds will not lie over. These women will be able to pick the oil palm fruits.
She hinted that the management intends to set up a research center within the farm, noting that with government assistance, the farm will be able to provide more employment for the teeming youth in agriculture. Some of the workers, in an interview with AKBC 45 News, commended the CEO for such a magnificent agribusiness and solicited for their improved welfare.
Isi no faran kam kwami isi sap ina ipiom meyo itu koridi ndi wang ndi ba yop na muto ndo me kwiriong so ya na muto me no ina ko na bom.
From the Atlantic Imperial Farms here in Etebi Mbaguyo in Esereke local government area, established by the former Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable Bassi Sen. My name is Ufot Uda.
As Akwa Ibom people roll out the drums to celebrate the state at 37, non-indigenous residents in the state have poured encomiums on past and present administration in the state for the giant strides recorded so far. Esther Morin went to feel the pulse of the people, the journey so far since 1987. Her report.
Guys, in Akwa Ibom at 37, the acting chairman, 18 and local government council, Mrs. Laurentia Etuk, applauded past leaders of the state for working to ensure that Akwa Ibom developed progressively since 1987, and particularly lauded Governor Bueno for his multifaceted infrastructural developments of the state. She noted that the strides recorded by the governor have contributed in placing Akwa Ibom State ahead of other states such as Katsina State, which was created same day with Akwa Ibom State.
In terms of job creation to the indigenous, then in terms of road infrastructures, it did so well. In short, it did so well in many areas. Well, it empowered so many people. In this current administration, you can't compare the number of women in political appointments and elective positions to the past administration. God will bless Pastor Man. All these things keyed into a rice agenda, because when he came, he said, arise.
Non-indigenous residing in the state who also bathed their minds on the anniversary commended the leaders for ensuring the peaceful ambience in the state, saying this has promoted tourism and non-indigenous to do business successfully.
One of the all the new states that are being created in Nigeria. Remember, we've been created Katsina State. If you compare between Katsina and Akwa, you see the high development. Welcome in use the opportunity to use Akwa and happy 37th anniversary.
Akwa Ibom is a blessed land. Also a partaker of that blessings. I've been enjoying Akwa Ibom ever since I came here. It's indeed a promised land. So it's indeed God's own land. So I'm also part of it. So I'm wishing Akwa Ibom a happy and healthy anniversary.
Some Akwa Ibom people also commended Governor Bueno and past leaders for the development strides in the state, but appealed on government to make efforts to by looking into solving the lingering hike in pump price of petrol, implementation of minimum wage, as well as employment opportunities to ease the biting economic realities on the people. They wish the people a happy 37th anniversary celebration.
Because of fuel, we can see with this have it some food stuff. Somebody like me, I'm a driver. So I'm talking to you now, make up look to me. So I'm going to Johnson, without the reason I'm in Sahabe. So that the 200 naira before this video you book. Boy, I know someone like billion before when you see that issue.
I want to appreciate Governor Moina for his excellent work in Akwa Ibom. I am proud to be an Akwa Ibomite, so I wish my governor and every other Akwa Ibomite, home and abroad, a happy 37th anniversary.
Esther Omoren, AKBC News.
Rice cultivation is a vital source of livelihood for millions of Nigerians across the country, as farmers provide it as stable food for the teeming populace. Rice farmers in Cross River, Iboyi, Akwa Ibom, and Abia states have called on Nigerians to patronize locally cultivated rice to boost the economy. Environment reporter Maggie Bam visited rice farms and businesses in some states and now reports.
Rice farming is one of the most significant agricultural activities in Nigeria, a country also known for its rich soil and favorable climate, which supports agriculture. Most dealers in rice businesses within Cross River, Abia, Ebonyi, Akwa Ibom, and other states in Nigeria have noted a high yield of rice and production than other years. They attributed these to continuous rain and exploration of several other avenues in planting rice.
I find that people will come into agriculture business because the situation of the country now calls for it. Let us go back to farming because that is even where God started with man. The rice business this year, God have been helping us in it. The profit is so enormous.
Rice harvest in Nigeria is a crucial stage as farmers face a range of challenges in ensuring a successful and profitable harvest. Farmers adopt sustainable practices using innovative technologies to improve their yields and increase their income, while also contributing to the growth and development of Nigeria's rice industry. The process begins with threshing the rice to separate the grain from the chaff, followed by milling to remove the husk and bran layers, leaving only the white endosperm. Next is polishing, where the white rice undergoes a process to remove any remaining bran layer and improve the white rice appearance. The rice is then sorted into different grades based on size, shape, and color. Broken rice, which is a byproduct of the milling process, is also separated and processed differently. The rice supply chain in Nigeria plays a crucial role in the processing of rice as it connects the farmers with rice millers and processors. The supply chain also ensures proper storage and transportation of the rice to the market.
After the farming, they will provide the rice, then they will now bring it to us. They are the people that will make the process, everything, both the milling, the stoning, and the polishing. After that, we'll bag it like this. This is a customized Nigerian bag. I get it, so we do it to finish it very well. This is the polishing machine. You can come inside, you will see many of them. Have the polishing, have the stoning. I'll also show you the milling machine there. So everything is here. Now you that is complete.
Rice farming involves various planting techniques dependent on the farmer's preference, access to technology, and soil condition. Some farmers achieve higher yields through the use of fertilizers, pesticides, and improved seed varieties. Dealers in rice businesses within the South-South region of the country have been advised to explore more of the intricacies of rice farming, including the cultivation practices, challenges, processing techniques, and the future prospects of the rice industry, be it in rainy, dry season, riverine, or upland, to boost food sufficiency. Maggie Bam, AKBC News.
As the National Assembly resumes from its annual recess, the Senate leader, Ogbeyemi Bamidele, says that both chambers of the Assembly are expecting President Bola Tinubu to present the 2025 budget as well as the new medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. Bamidele said the consideration of medium-term expenditure framework occupies the front burner on the legislative agenda and as such must be ready before the 2025 appropriation bill can be laid before the National Assembly. The Senate leader also revealed that the Constitution review, which had been ongoing since the inauguration of the committee, will take the full course in the coming months, explaining that a joint committee will be inaugurated to probe the alleged oil theft. Still from the federal government, it says that on Monday it approved the creation of the National Citizens Value Brigade across primary and secondary school nationwide. It said the gradual erosion of good morals and value among the youths heading to various forms of misconduct has raised concerns recently, as the brigade is designed to instill a new culture of value the country can be proud of. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this Monday after the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. The federal government also mandated the introduction of a national value charter into basic and post-basic school curricula, which includes standardizing national symbols. The minister explained that the new syllabus would form key aspects of the topics to be taught in civic education and will be adopted by government appointees upon assumption of duty. And that's a package this afternoon. We have some time for the top stories. It was glamour, fun, and merriment when the government and people of Akwa Ibom converged on the banquet hall of the government house Uyo to dine and wine as part of the 37th anniversary celebration of the state's creation. 150 civil servants under the Akwa Ibom State government's employ have become proud home owners when Governor Moino fulfilled the key campaign promise of giving attention to the needs and prioritizing the interest and welfare of Akwa Ibom workers. The management of one of the largest privately owned farms in Akwa Ibom State, Atlantic Imperial Limited Farm, that is into all palm production and cultivation, says it is open to public-private sector partnership in the expansion of palm oil business in the state. That's a package. We'll bring you more news at 8. We look forward to your company. Thank you for watching. My name is Mandu Isenabo.